Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Scanner, and I'm doing this video to address some hate that has been going my way recently. So just before I get started, some context. I play quite a lot of CSGO, especially recently, but I don't usually go matchmaking. But when I do, it's either because I'm alone or just not queuing with full lobby. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean trouble, but it usually happens. Now, this one time I have encountered 3 players that were queuing together. 3 Spanish dudes. And I was queuing my good friend Warrior. So there's 2 pre-mades and 3 pre-mades in the same team. Usually that's a bit of a shit. But we ended up losing that game. And I ended up raging to the 3 guys. Because they kept using me as bait. And not proving to be much help to the entire team. Now this is where the fun starts. One of the guys was Zorman, someone who has a very popular YouTube channel in Spanish. So he posted a video of the match on his channel, and his little fanboys came my way to talk shit. Now there's a lot of dirt just with the few seconds I mentioned so far, but I will divide this video in 2 parts. One addressed to the content creator Zorman, and the other part addressed to his little fanboys. Now, I am aware that I need to make this video very carefully. I found the reason why I've been getting this hate. It was 15th of May, the day of recording this video, and this match was a few days ago. Before I start, however, there's a few things I want to get out of the way. First, I don't mean any harm or hate to the content creator, neither his fans. However, I will be criticizing their behavior in the way I think it's appropriate. Secondly, I will be using bits of his video as context, which is protected by fair use, so I am acknowledging that the video belongs to Zorman World, the YouTube channel. So, with that aside, let's get started. Also, I will not call him out on his gameplay, even though it was kinda bad. I also played bad that game, so the behavior is going to be my main focus, and I'll probably use a lot of offensive words because that's how I usually speak. So if you have a problem with that, just don't watch the video, I guess. So I'll start with Zorman himself. He has a YouTube channel with 300,000 subscribers, which is somewhat impressive, especially since he has a national audience, so most of his subs are most likely Spanish. After watching the entire video, I really got the impression that he was having a very hypocrite behavior, apart from everything else. I'll be showing you and proving you my points using bits of his video, but first, let's start from the beginning. There's many things I will not understand because I am not fluent in Spanish, so I will only point out when I'm 100% sure when he's talking something. So, he starts his video very nicely, nothing bad going on, just a normal dude just trying to be entertainment for his YouTube audience, very common. So, he just throws a couple good frags, we lose some rounds, all good. Some mistakes and whatnot, nothing wrong so far. The fun starts here.
Y2E!
So at this point you can clearly see by his face that he's clearly tilted that we lost a 1v3 clutch. It's fair enough, okay? I didn't say a word to anyone, but with 2 of his mates on A, what does he decide to do? Fucking show the world what the other guy possibly did to win. He's not contributing in any way to the match. There's 2 guys on fucking A site and 2 on B. It's me and Warrior. Warrior died on B because he was alone, and after Warrior asks what the fuck they were doing, the answer is...
Nah, tío, me salió de la partida.
Yeah, absolute, complete silence from all the 3 of them. Throughout the match, you'll see this happen quite a lot. He doesn't care about the other members of the team, which are me and Warrior. He's talking with his little mates in TeamSpeak or Discord and doesn't give a single fuck. This will be relevant soon, so keep this in mind. As for the interval between this event and the next one, nothing really happens. We win some rounds, nothing out of the ordinary. He hit some good shots in the meantime, and that's pretty much it. Let's go to the next key moment.
Are you seriously doing this to me, man?
First and foremost, please Zorman, turn your voice volume down. Your TeamSpeak has less volume than the voice in game. The command is voice_scale 1 to 0. Just set it like 0.3. So fix that in the next video, mate. Just a friendly advice. Secondly, I need to realize this, and the point of this video is not just to call shit out. I shouldn't have flipped the way I did, okay? The play my mate did was wrong, and it was a completely demonstration of how bait works in this game. He knows Zorman is watching long, but he still doesn't aim with me to the door. He goes to the door, I follow him, so he backs out immediately and leaves me there to die. Am I supposed to guess where you're gonna back off? Why didn't you tell me?
You're a fucking joke, dude. What the fuck, man?
I proceed to fuck up and shouldn't have called him a joke and whatnot, and for that, I am sorry. As I said, the point of this video is to clarify things, most of all, but don't think I'll be doing this all video. The point is also to critique the way Zorman, the fantastic YouTuber, deals with this kind of stuff. But I'll reach to that soon enough. After I get my little rage moment, they don't give single fuck. They just proceed to lose the round because of that guy. Who cares? Scanner has one frag. He is definitely the problem. This type of mentality creates a world of morons, especially in the CSGO community where everybody thinks the score means anything at all. Zorman proves to agree to this type of mentality, which transmits to his subscribers, making them a bunch of idiotic morons as well.
Perdón. Buenísima.
Again, I type in chat asking for a justification, because it's not the first time I get baited that game, and yet again, same treatment they gave Warrior earlier. No fucks given.
Understand people like you, mate. Like, you're watching that, you say absolutely.
So I decided to start a rant. My bad there as well, and Zorman's reaction is the fucking best. I legit laughed, because, yeah, it was a bit silly of me to start just rumbling like an idiot. And his reaction of total confusion, just like looking around, just completely on point. But yet again, I'm sorry for that. Okay? Zorman tries to do the right thing, fair enough. He says, dude, please, 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 like, chill down, okay? But his mate decides to fire back.
Please. Please.
And that's when it all crumbles down the hill. He fires back, and what am I supposed to do? Stay put and take the shot, you're useless? After being baited for like the 5th time that game? After I constantly keep dying because my mates do not give a single fuck and do not know how to play the game consistently properly, man. I'm sorry, but you're out of luck. So I fire back and Zorman flips the fuck out.
6 fucking
Please
frags,
shut up
dude.
and
That's all
play.
I have
What the
to say,
fuck?
man.
I
I'm
can't
playing,
hear.
dude.
I
Oh,
can't hear. Man, what the fuck? I can't hear.
Again, friendly advice, love. Just turn down your volume in game, dude. It's just unbelievably high.
Es que no se puede jugar. Es que ya no se puede jugar al counter, tío, con Giri,
This
tío.
sure did happen a lot. You die.
Y yo.
He turns out a good point, which is also my bad. From what I understood, it's impossible to play with people shouting in his ears, okay? Which I totally understand. But he needs to realize that I didn't shout. I did talk louder than I would normally do, but that's not shouting, dude. If you think that's shouting, you clearly haven't played enough matchmaking. And yet again, we see here another great fucking content creator, okay? Laughing at other people's mistakes. So here's where the hypocrisy begins. He says for me to shut up because I can't critique players' mistakes, but he proceeds to laugh when I'm unlucky as fuck with timings. This kind of reminds me of his situation he had early in this game. He was watching Drop and this happened.
Vale.
There! Imagine I'd laugh at that, the way you did. You wouldn't like that, would you? Now again, hypocrisy at its finest. His mate proceeds to bash me and critique me in a very ironic and sarcastic way. Totally constructive criticism, I must say, pointing out exactly what I did wrong. Oof, just great advice. Cheers, love. I'll definitely get better with that.
The fantastic work of just fucking.
Sois unas maravillosas personas, os amo mucho. Guapísimos, preciosísimos.
I tried to keep it cool, but yeah, again, I regret some of the actions I took that game. I decided to insult him back. And Zorman goes ahead and puts a fucking dude talking over it, saying good shit, to just kind of fade out the toxic shit that I was saying. This will be very relevant throughout the video, because he will be using this more, so it will get pretty ironic, so keep this in mind. More bashing firebacks are taken in the process, but nothing too relevant here. A few seconds later, yet again, complete fucking ignorance towards the circle happening in the server. Warrior tries to call it out, gets shat on once again.
Good job, man. Nice defuse bomb. Did you cheat it?
In that same round I get defused and his little friend decides to fire back once again, even though I tried to keep it quiet for the time being since he won the round. But I guess YouTube drama is just good enough for everyone, isn't that right? Again, due to horrible sound settings by Zorman here, I said something he doesn't even realize. Again, I tried to keep my cool out because I did realize I was getting out of hand. So I said that the guy with most stars wasn't doing anything wrong. Try to have a listen.
Stars, most likely. Most of them are true, but nothing to point to that guy. He's not doing that bad.
Again, that doesn't matter. Let's bash back. We're at D-side now, and I decide to hold my breath, trying to communicate more. Because if I did point out the communication between them, not really giving many calls to me and Warrior, but we were doing the same thing. So I tried to open it up more. But once more, I flipped the fuck out.
Unbelievable, dude. How many hits did you score on the guy, man?
Important to keep track of the chat here. I don't remember the match myself, happened a few days ago. I really don't care and don't pay too much attention to what happens in game. Because after I leave, I usually try and manage to leave any hanger behind. So I'm sure Zorman left out some important bash from his teammates. I'm playing a fucking game. This argument is just the most ridiculous and obnoxious shit you could ever possibly say in the game. If I'm a nerd, because I'm getting pissed at it, doesn't that mean you're also one? Like, aren't you raging too? Again, huge hypocrisy coming out from his little friends. And this is clearly put under the rug, because it doesn't benefit them at all, so why not just ignore it and point out the bad in the other guy? Because that's what we want.
What is this nade supposed to be? What is this?
So he transits, just cutting, translating into me screaming on how his mate throws a nade into my feet, proceeds to die, and have a listen.
Señor de habla no hispana, es usted.
He starts talking shit, but puts the little dude from Google Translator above his little rage. But hey, I'm a fucking nerd piece of shit, and I need to realize it's just a game because I rage a lot. Hypocrisy levels are just up the fucking roof. Furthermore, he does this little cute thing, because it's probably like a trend in his videos, I will have to guess. I can't be arsed to watch any more videos from his channel. Not saying he's not a decent content creator. He's most likely, because I mean he has a lot of subscribers. So this just comes to show how he wants to cover up his actions. Like, he points out for me flipping out being a problem, but he covers his flipping out with something that his audience reaction would be like, haha. Good, that's funny, huh? His little catchy thing, he always does this, haha. And they just completely ignore the fact that he's being an hypocritical fuck. This is clearly brainwashing, man.
Es que, Skinner, you are the worst.
Te quiero tanto mi arma que no sabría qué hacer contigo, cosa bonita, menudo duende tienes mi arma, ven pa' acá que te invito a una Fanta, cosa bonita.
He proceeds to insult me, but the little voiceover needs to be present so his audience doesn't think too much of it. This will be quite relevant when I discuss the fanboys, so keep this in mind.
Skinner, my friend.
What's up, my dude? What's up?
Skinner, my friend. Try other game. Seriously. I'm not angry.
Now this is where it gets really fucking interesting. Mate, Zorman, really, are you trying to go pro? Are you any better than I am? What gives you the right to tell me what games I can play? Even advise me in life stuff at all? This shows your intellectual superiority, man. You're just better than anyone else you come across to, man. Because this is matchmaking. Nobody's better is the mentality that makes every game community a solely piece of trash. Your problem is solely that. You're not understanding and thinking before you talk. Then this shit happens. This truly makes me sad. That YouTuber with such a large fan base doesn't quite care what he says. No control because he thinks he cannot be punished for things he says. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish here.
I'm not angry, but... Es que, Skinner, you are the worst.
Te quiero tanto mi arma que no.
Okay, I don't care.
Señor de habla no hispana, es usted un ser maravilloso al que desea.
I'm not angry, but... I hate you! I hate you, man! I'm not angry, but... Search for a girlfriend or something, I don't know, but... I'm not angry, but...
Oh my.
I'm not angry, but... You are the worst person in the world!
The impression.
Oh my god, seriously, you are supreme, man.
Supreme, what the fuck,
Seriously, I'm not angry, but... Okay, I don't care.
For this last part, I think this was pretty self-explanatory, I'd say, so I will prefer to not leave a single comment after that little montage. Let's call it that way. So, I'm done with Zorman. Summing it all up, I did flip the fuck out sometimes during the match, fair enough, okay? But the incredible lack of awareness of his own acts make up to his personality, which I clearly admire from now on. Zorman man, if you allow me, I want to be part of the great Zorman army, subbed and liked. So for the last topic, I want to address Zorman's fanbase. As I said, the reason I'm doing this video is because I did receive a lot of hate in my profile, and that isn't good for my reputation. Because I do work in places that my community reputation is important, and I will not delete any comments, neither disable the possibility for anyone to comment there, since I believe in free speech. Now, fucking hell, Zorman army, as you like to call yourselves, get a fucking grip. Not only you're blind enough to go ahead and share hate speech on someone, but you're also stupid enough thinking you're representing and defending the group you believe you're in. It's just a fucking illusion, mate. Just a prank. A group of subscribers is not a fucking group like the group of vegans down the fucking street over a fucking library book that fucking reads books every 3 PM on Saturdays, man. You're not a fucking group. Definitely you're not a fucking army. You're not anything. It's just a bunch of people that have the same guy subscribed, and the guy will address you collectively, but you're saying you're the fucking Zorman army? Oh no, I will defend our rights and I hate on you because we saw you rage in his video, even though he was super fucking hypocrite, but who cares? I'm blind as fuck. You're a fucking joke, what else can I say? Many of the comments I got are based on minus rep, you fucking toxic shit, Zorman got to be here, Zorman this, Zorman that. Okay, I get it. It's amazing how people actually go out of their way to find my profile and post hate speech there. Do you think Zorman will go to your house, suck your dick as a thank you for your little hate speech? You're a bloody fucking idiot, man. Like, and this is also Zorman's fault, okay? He calls me out on his little fucking video and doesn't say something like, don't hate on the guy, we all have bad days and blah blah blah. He doesn't take the mature approach, even though he has 300 fucking thousand subscribers, man. Even fucking Leafy is here, does this. The greasy fucking mongoloid of YouTube does this shit, man. How low can you possibly go? Jesus fucking Christ. Like, for example, someone here said, I have been exposed. Oh fucking no. Exposed by the great Zorman. Oh man, no way, I cannot believe it, dude. Better kill myself now. This will not alter the way I act or even think. The only thing that I may consider is my actions when I'm playing, and that's fucking it. These kids think they will help their grandmaster out by bringing a bully down like me. Yay them. But the way I see it, they're just blind dogs cocksucking this Zorman guy, because he clearly is also blind enough to not be aware of what's happening, and clearly does not realize the influence that he can possibly have. Imagine this would happen to someone very sensitive and psychologically disturbed. If I was unlucky enough to have been caught by someone with more influence than Zorman, and the hate was big as fuck, this could have been terrible. Go as far as completely ruin someone's day, and since they accumulated stress, they will probably underperform at their job, school, and literally fuck their lives, okay? People need to be able to handle criticism, but shit like rep toxic blitz, that is not criticism. That's hate, my friends. Anyway, I'm sorry for this long video. I believe people will not care, but I want to have this as a memo, if anything. So hopefully there's people with enough brain cells to realize this and think twice before saying anything. And yet again, I'm sorry for my words in that game. I clearly need to work on it. But aside from that, I think that's it. So for everyone still watching, have a good one.